Hello everyone, from this video lecture we are going to discuss some bacterial disease. As we have studied the chapter Why Do We Fall Ill, this video lecture involved the discussion about the bacterial disease. In previous video lecture we have discussed about all the viral diseases. Now the first bacterial disease we are going to discuss it is the tuberculosis. Which is commonly known as TB. Tuberculosis is commonly called TB, and the cause of tuberculosis or TB, the first thing we have to know about the cause or the causative agent of the disease. So the immediate cause or the cause of first level, it is the bacteria. And which bacteria? It is the Mycobacterium. Tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis is the bacteria which is responsible for tuberculosis in human being. Human में जो है tuberculosis के लिए ये बैक्टीरिया रिस्पॉन्सिबल होती है, माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. Now the next thing we have to know about the incubation period of tuberculosis, means the time period between the entry of the bacteria in the body of a healthy person and the appearance of first symptom. So it is the incubation period, and the incubation period for tuberculosis is few weeks to few years. It take either few weeks or few years. Means it may take longer duration for having the disease in the body after entry of pathogen, that is bacteria. Now the next thing about the mode of transmission of tuberculosis. Mode of transmission. And there are two mode of transmission, that is active mode of transmission and direct mode of transmission and indirect mode of transmission. And here the tuberculosis is transmitted through droplet infection. By droplet infection, the bacteria of the tuberculosis transmit from infected person to healthy person. So it is by droplet infection. That is, tuberculosis is an airborne disease. Because the droplet from the body of patient comes out during sneezing, coughing. Mostly the common symptom involve the coughing in tuberculosis patient, especially in the case of lung TB. So during the coughing and talking, These are the two activity which are appear in the patient of tuberculosis. So during these activity, when the droplets come out from the mouth or nasal cavity or through the nostril, if these droplet inhaled by a healthy body during inhalation, then the healthy body may get that bacteria of tuberculosis, and tuberculosis may appear in that body. So this is the mode of transmission for tuberculosis. There may be some other reason, may other mode of transmission also, like fomite transmission, means non-living things may also transmit the tuberculosis, as the bacteria may stick to the non-living substance by patient, and that utensils, non-living substances, if is touched or contacted by a healthy body, then the bacteria may transfer in the body of healthy person. So after mode of transmission, we will discuss about the symptom of the disease. Symptoms of tuberculosis. The common symptom of tuberculosis involve the fever. It is a mild fever, body pain, night sweat, रात के समय पेशेंट को जो है पर्सपिरेशन होता है, पसीने आता है, तो नाइट स्वेट भी देखा जाता है। इसके अलावा जो है लॉस ऑफ एपेटाइट एंड बॉडी वेट, loss of appetite and body weight, it is also the common symptom of tuberculosis. The next is, in the case of lung TB, the special symptom appear related to the respiratory system, and the symptom is in the form of chest pain and coughing or coughing with blood. During coughing, the sputum also contains the amount of blood. So these are the symptoms. Along with this, breathlessness, is also a symptom during the tuberculosis or lung TB, because there will be infection in lungs, and infection in lungs also reflect the breathlessness, means difficulty in breathing, सांस लेने में भी जो है दिक्कत आती है ट्यूबरकुलोसिस के कंडीशन में. So these are the various symptoms. Now the next is the prevention. Prevention, how we can prevent from tuberculosis. So we have to take different kind of preventive measure to prevent from tuberculosis. And one thing we have to also know about the toxic chemical which is produced by the bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis, and that toxic chemical is responsible to create different kind of symptoms in the body, and that toxic chemical is the tuberculin. tuberculin is secreted or released by this bacteria to cause the symptom or to create the problem inside the body which reflect in the form of symptom. Symptom के फॉर्म में जो रिफ्लेक्ट होता है ये ट्यूबरकुलिन की वजह से होता है. So about the prevention. So mode of transmission, we can observe the mode of transmission to give the preventive measure or to take the preventive measure. So because it is a droplet infection, tuberculosis is a droplet infection or airborne disease, so we can remain away from crowding. Crowding habitat से जो है दूर रह करके हम इससे बच सकते हैं. So the preventive measure involve avoid crowding. Then we can also prevent by isolating the patient. पेशेंट को आइसोलेट करके कम्युनिटी से, जिस कम्युनिटी में कोई पेशेंट है ट्यूबरकुलोसिस का, उसको हम आइसोलेट करके जो है अदर पीपल्स को प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं, बचा सकते हैं. सो इट कैन बी डन एट कम्युनिटी लेवल. आइसोलेशन. अदर प्रिवेंशन इन्वॉल्व आइसोलेशन ऑफ पेशेंट. के टीबी पेशेंट को जो है आइसोलेट करके अदर पीपल्स को हम प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं. देन द अदर प्रिवेंटिव मेजर इन्वॉल्व द यूज ऑफ मास्क. Use of mask is also a common preventive measure for all kind of airborne diseases. जितने भी airborne diseases होते हैं, they all can be prevented by using face mask, because face mask does not allow the exposure of droplets of the patient. Patient के droplets को जो है expose होने से prevent कर सकता है. And also the healthy person can prevent the inhalation of droplets from the infected person. So use of mask is another preventive measure. The next is the balanced diet. As we have studied the causes of disease, so the cause of disease are categorized into different level. Cause of first level, second level, third level. So the cause of first level involve the pathogen which are responsible for the particular infectious disease. But the next is the cause of second level, and cause of second level involve the weak immunity system. Means if the pathogen get transferred in the body but the immunity system is strong of a healthy body, so the pathogen can be killed by the immunity system. Immunity system के द्वारा किल कर दिया जाएगा और ये जो है बॉडी में डिजीज कॉज नहीं करता है. सो ऐसे केस में अगर आपका इम्यूनिटी स्ट्रांग है तो भी डिजीज से हम बचे रह सकते हैं. मतलब पैथोजन, ओनली पैथोजन्स के हेल्प से जो है डिजीज नहीं हो सकता है. तो इसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं, कंट्रीब्यूटरी कॉज. तो weak immunity system contribute the appearance of disease in the body after the infection. So if we take balanced diet, provision of balanced diet also involved in the preventive measure for the tuberculosis. Then the disposal system, proper disposal of patient discharge through nose as well as the sputum through mouth. So it it also involves the proper disposal of the nasal discharge and sputum. It means the sputum or nasal discharge should be allowed to dispose in a particular region by antiseptics or bactericidal chemicals, so the healthy person or caring peoples cannot be affected by that bacteria or pathogens, उस पैथोजन से जो है इन्फेक्ट होने से बचे रह सके. So these are the different kind of preventive measure, and one preventive measure also involves the vaccine. Vaccine is also available for tuberculosis. So vaccination is other preventive measure for the tuberculosis, and the vaccine which is available, it is BCG, Bacillus Guerini. Bacillus Guerini, it is a vaccine available for the tuberculosis or to prevent from tuberculosis. The next is the control or treatment of the disease, and we can control or we can treat the disease by using antibiotics, by taking antibiotics. Antibiotics are very helpful or very effective to treat the tuberculosis or TB. So this is all about the tuberculosis, all detail of tuberculosis. The next bacterial disease we are going to discuss, it is the cholera. So about the cholera, the next bacterial disease is cholera. And the cause for cholera or the bacteria which is causing the cholera, it is the Vibrio cholerae. Vibrio cholerae is the bacteria which is responsible to cause the cholera disease, Vibrio cholerae. And the next is about the incubation period. So incubation period involve few hours to 2 or 3 days. From few hours to 2 or 3 days is the incubation period for cholera. The next is the mode of transmission, and the cholera or the bacteria of the cholera can be transmitted through the contaminated food and water, or food and water which is contaminated with the fecal matter of the patient. Through food and water contaminated with fecal matter. The food and water which is contaminated with fecal matter can be responsible to transmit the disease और the bacteria for cholera. Cholera के बैक्टीरिया को जो है ट्रांसमिट कर सकता है fecal matter, and it is the from the fecal matter the bacteria is transmitted or transferred to the food or water, especially to the food through fly, that is house fly, through house fly. It means house fly, it is the carrier for the cholera. Carrier and vector, there are two disease, there are two organisms which are responsible for the mode of transmission or reservoir, which act as reservoir of the disease. So housefly is the carrier of cholera. The next thing about the symptom. So the first symptom, it is appear the loose motion, watery loose motion. Without stomach ache. In diarrhea, there is stomach ache appear before the loose motion, but in cholera there is no stomach ache. Without stomach ache, there is loose motion, watery loose motion. The second is vomiting, and the vomiting is without nausea. Means without feeling of vomiting, the vomiting will take place. The next is sunken eye. The eye of patient becomes sunken. जो पेशेंट का आई होता है वो अंदर की तरफ चला जाता है. Next is the symptom. It is the loss of body weight. Loss of weight. Then dehydration. These are the symptoms of cholera. The next thing about the cholera is the prevention. So we can prevent from cholera by taking freshly cooked food, and clean drinking water. Freshly cooked food and clean drinking water. Provision of these can prevent the cholera, prevent us from cholera. And also the prevention involve the proper maintenance of personal hygiene. The hygiene should be maintained to prevent the cholera. Cholera जो है बैड हाइजीन से भी बॉडी में एंटर कर सकता है. सो हाइजीन मेंटेनेंस इज आल्सो द प्रिवेंटिव मेजर फॉर cholera. And other is the vaccine. Vaccination from cholera vaccine also prevent the person to having the cholera disease. The next is control. So control or treatment can be done by using or by taking antibiotics. Antibiotic tetracycline. So antibiotic is the main treatment. We have studied about the treatment. There are two principles. One is symptom directed and the other is the pathogen directed. So the pathogen of this disease is bacteria, and bacterial infection can be treated completely by using antibiotics. So this is all about the cholera disease, and we have discussed about tuberculosis and cholera. And the next bacterial disease we will discuss in the next video.